Hello my dear friends, and welcome back to another Star Wars news update. In today's video we have some new details for a brutal scene in the Kenobi series, and we're also going to speculate if Cad Bane is still alive. All of this and so much more. So without much further ado and without any more jibber jabber, let's just dive straight into it. So starting with Kenobi, I want you guys to think back to a couple of days ago where I broke down everything in the exclusive Making Star Wars leak about Darth Vader and surviving Jedi that we're gonna see in this show. Well, now my dear Mandalorians, another report from the same source has provided more information, but this time about the Inquisitors. In that video, I briefly mentioned that Moses Ingram is going to be playing the most important Jedi hunting Inquisitor, and this is backed by the new report that she will indeed be the previously unseen third sister. The report describes the Inquisitors as, quote, brutal in the series, and even detailed a sequence from the first half of the show, where the third sister cuts the hands off a Tatooine citizen to the shock and amusement of the Grand Inquisitor, who Bespin Bulletin revealed is going to be played by Rupert Friend. This is apparently just one of many examples of how ruthless these Inquisitors are going to be, and scenes like this one are, quote, tone setters for this series. Now by the sounds of things, it seems as though these Inquisitors are about to become a far more fearful group than before. Star Wars Rebels showed us just a bit of this brutality, but not the true extent of it. There were definitely some moments, like in Season 1, when the Grand Inquisitor executes two Imperial officers at the command of Grand Moff Tarkin, and even that still came with a hint of remorse. But we're not going to have any of that in the Kenobi show. It's going to be absolutely brutal. So when it comes to this report, and also concept art, we know that the Inquisitors are coming to Tatooine. Imperial forces are everywhere, imposing their will on backwater planets and core worlds alike. The arrival of the Grand Inquisitor and the Third Sister on Tatooine could simply be the latest stop in their voyage across the galaxy, because they're trying to find Jedi in hiding, and this will force Obi-Wan to take action. Kenobi might feel the presence of the dark side on Tatooine, which is probably going to lead to him informing Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru that he's going off-world for some time. With the Inquisitors posing a threat to Luke Skywalker, it's Obi-Wan's job to ensure that he gets them as far away from the boy as possible, and that might mean luring them into a chase across different planets. It's been confirmed that Obi-Wan is not going to remain on Tatooine, and early concept art shows an unknown water planet, as well as what looks to be the lower levels of Coruscant, amongst other planets as well. If this report about Moses Ingram's character turns out to be true, then this will mark the first appearance of the third sister in any capacity on screen. There does not seem to be a set number of Inquisitors, and they've probably created others for this show too, but the third sister fills in a blank that left fans scratching their heads since the earliest issues of the Vader comics. Given that she is not around by the time of Star Wars Rebels, there is a good chance that she's going to bite the big one at the hands of Master Kenobi. And just imagine it, guys, seeing the red blades of the Inquisitors enforcing their will in an unrestricted capacity sounds truly exciting, the perfect primer for the things to come between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. And I say this because we know the Inquisitors are going to be central in the first two episodes. So now, my dear Mandalorians, we're going to move on and talk about Cad Bane, the big fan debate right now. Is he really dead? I bring this up because we have an interesting update on the subject, but also because I did not clarify something I said yesterday. I stated that Cad Bane survived, and I made it seem like a definitive statement, but that is not what I intended to say, and I really should have worded it better. Just to make it clear, that was speculation. I'm so sorry if it sounded definitive or if I confused anyone. Just to reiterate, nothing is confirmed yet, but having said that, I am thinking that for better or worse, Lucasfilm did tease that Cad Bane was not completely dead. For storytelling reasons, it would have been poetic to have Boba kill Cad Bane once and for all. But you know what? I can't help but feel that that slow pan across the screen with the cybernetic blinking chest ticker was almost certainly deliberate. That was a little hint, a small nod that he might be back, and maybe Todo 360 is going to come and save him. If of course that unit on Cad Bane's chest is connected to the Justifier. If Cad Bane is still alive, then there's no doubt we're going to get a season 2 of the show, where he will have yet another chance to face Boba once again. And this is Star Wars, bringing back dead characters for better or worse is such a common trope. And another reason I'm convinced that Cad Bane is alive is that he would have prepared beforehand for a possible blow. And while it is true that Boba completely twatted him straight in the chest with a gaffy stick, Cad Bane is known to be strategic. They will always find some way to explain him returning, and I doubt Dave Filoni would have brought Cad Bane into live action to have him killed off after 2 episodes. I know Cad Bane is in his 70s and that would have been a just and appropriate death, but I do think his chest ticker was a hint, and they're probably going to have some more plans for him. But we do have something of an update. One person who chimed into this debate was Rosario Dawson, who in stating that she's sad that her character Ahsoka may not face Cad Bane in live action, confirmed that she thinks Cad Bane met his fate, and he's definitely dead. That's just her opinion, but ultimately it's down to the writing of Jon Favreau to decide if Cad Bane is dead or not. There is a small chance we're gonna find out tomorrow though, because the Mondays following the episodes is when StarWars.com post their full episode guides. If they do reference it, they're probably going to leave it open-ended. But yesterday I put this out to you guys in a poll, and as of the making of this video, it stands at 59% of people who think he survived, 25% think he's dead, and only 16% are not sure. Personally, I think he survived, but I could be wrong. Time will tell. But let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. And so finally, my dear friends, we're going to be talking about LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. As we know, this comes out on April 5th, which is 5 days before my birthday. I can't wait to play this. It's definitely been an excruciating wait for fans, but less than 2 months away, we're in the home stretch for the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga game. As we know, the game has over 300 playable characters and 24 iconic planets. Open world, with the opportunity for gamers to explore each of them in depth before undertaking new adventures. Well, now my friends, the LEGO Star Wars video game Twitter account released a new still for the upcoming game, and they're shining the spotlight on 3PO, R2-D2, a dewback, some Twi'leks in the background, all at the Mos Eisley spaceport. An absolutely awesome poster, and I must say, the Twi'leks in the background, who are just background characters, do look a lot like my favourite Jedi, Aayla Secura, and I really hope they include her in this game. At the very least, she should certainly be at the Battle of Geonosis. Now, just before I go guys, I want to put a question to you. There are so many mixed reactions to the Book of Boba Fett, but I want to ask you this. Now that it's been a few days since the finale, how do you feel about the season on the whole? Do you think there should be a season 2? And how are you feeling about the first 7 chapters? Personally, even though I did have my issues with it, the series on the whole was so much fun, and chapters 5 and 6 in particular, in my opinion, was simply peak Star Wars. And I had so much fun breaking every single episode down. There were some fantastic moments, and I'm so curious to see where the Mandoverse is going to go from here. I already miss doing full episode breakdowns, but very soon we have the Bad Batch Season 2 and the Kenobi series on May the 25th. Super exciting stuff guys, I can't wait. So let me know your thoughts on this and everything else we spoke about in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please may I ask you to give me a big fat thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, we're so close to 100,000 subscribers. Join the Megalorian community, you are so welcome. And also if you want more videos that you can't find here on YouTube, my link to Patreon is down there in the description. But until tomorrow my dear friends, may the force be with you always. I'm Star Wars Meg, have a good one.